Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you ways to make your homeschool fun. Here are 10 things that we do in our homeschool every single year as much as we possibly can to just add in that extra kick. Number one is crafts. If you followed along on the channel, you know that we are huge crafters. Are we great at it all the time? Absolutely not. But anytime we can add in crafts into our homeschool, it just adds that extra spunk and give us an extra little zing here and there, and just changes up the regular everyday routine. Sometimes we just pull things out of our craft closet and create anything that we possibly can, and then we create a contest out of it. My husband usually judges, and the winner gets some form of a treat from everyone else in the household. Make it fun by doing crafts. The next thing we do to add fun to our homeschool is science experiments. Anytime we can experiment with our science curriculum or outside of our curriculum, we have tons of science books. We do it. Whether it's inside or outside, we are always creating something within the science realm, and it just gives you an opportunity to mess things up, try to fix it, and see what happens. Another thing that we add into our homeschool to make it fun is games. These are typically educational games and we add a little spin to them, but just in general, if you search educational games, you're gonna find tons of ways to add fun within your homeschool. If we're trying to get out of our regular math routine, we will grab a math game. If we're trying to get into something different with our grammar, we'll grab a grammar game. Anytime we can add fun into our homeschool with games, it's always a plus, especially when you're talking about things like telling time or money. The experience that you get from playing a game with it is something that your child will typically remember, and it helps to enhance that area of their learning. Next on the list for adding fun into our homeschool is manipulatives. Anytime my girls can get their hands on a manipulative to help them learn a concept, it is fun. They don't want to put those things down. Unfortunately, we do eventually at some point, but to have manipulatives available, readily available to your children where they know to go and grab them for whatever subject matter they're working on is always a plus. We have manipulatives for grammar now. We also have them for math. Of course, science is easy, and history, we're working on adding more into that and just being able to explore all the things. When I think about my kindergartner, she is using scissors for cutting. She's also using tape for a tape exercise. These are fine motor skills for her, and I consider those things to be manipulatives. We have blocks and linking cubes and monkeys and bears, all of the things. My older girls use those manipulatives also. So when we're talking about different measurements, we have measuring cups and all of these containers that we can use. It just adds that extra fun within our homeschool. Now, do we do this every single day with my older girls? No, but at least once a week, they get an opportunity to grab manipulatives and work through whatever curriculum they're working on. This year, we decided to implement electives, and we are doing those electives in 9-week time frames. This is adding fun into our homeschool. One of my daughters is going to be doing wood shop and cooking, typing, as well as coding. We have someone doing cosmetology. There are so many options for your child. Allow them to pick. What we did was choose 2 hands-on things and then 2, I'll say thinking opportunities. So I have another daughter who's going to be doing debate, and I just alternate through those. So they will have a thinking elective and then they will have a hands-on elective throughout the school year. So far, it has been perfect to add in that extra just oomph that we need at the end of our school day. The girls get an opportunity to sit down and do their typing and their coding, and it just breaks the mundane activity. It's something that they really enjoy, that they're really interested in, and they want to continue excelling. Now, that's not to say that they don't want to excel in all of their other curriculum. It's just something that is different. So add in those electives for your children. Think of creative ways to add those in, things that they might be interested in. Ask them if they're old enough to do that, and they can tell you what they're wanting to take a look at. Many people do this one, but another way that we add fun and creativity within our homeschool is through read-alouds. Anytime we can all curl up on the couch in the middle of the floor, the girls get coloring pages out, I read, we alternate who's reading. That's the beauty of having older children. They can also help you read. It gives you, the homeschool parent, an opportunity to just relax and listen to your children read. Reading aloud is good for all of us. It allows us to turn on different senses that we may not have on if we're reading by ourselves quietly all the time. So read alouds add an extra fun element into our homeschool, allowing us together time, and also, who doesn't love to curl up to a really good book? The next thing on our list of fun homeschool activities is nature walks and just outside time. It doesn't have to be for a purpose. You can simply say, we're going outside, and the kids will find something to do. We have bikes, we have skates, we have tennis rackets and tennis balls, we have volleyball, soccer, everything, basketball. We have all of the sports outside that if our children are wanting to do something, they have a free opportunity to do so. Bubbles, you will be surprised at how my girls hop into blowing bubbles. It is an endless activity, and usually I have to stop them so that we can come in the house. Yes, blowing bubbles is a thing. So anytime you can take your children outside and just really get to enjoy what is out there, no pressure attached to it. If you find a moment to throw in a little bit of education in there, they don't even realize it because they're so busy having fun. They're still learning. So mamas, dads, don't ever feel bad about taking some time to go outside because you will seek out other opportunities for learning. Your children will not miss out on a single thing. Another way that we add fun into our homeschool is through field trips. And I'm going to tell you guys, I am going to start sharing with you what field trips we are taking and why we're doing it. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can see our whole year of exploring everything around us through field trips. But field trips offer an opportunity for your child to really see and bring to life what you've been learning, if you're able to find one that goes along with their curriculum. If not, just go on a field trip just because. There are science museums, there are aviation museums, there are aquariums, all of the different things out there where you can learn about specific things. Maybe you don't have something in mind set, or it doesn't go along with your curriculum, but just to break the regular routine, go on a field trip. Here, we go on field trips monthly, just one. And I try to gear those towards what we're learning within our curriculum, but sometimes we just want to get out. For example, last year we went to the state fair. They had an entire educational exhibit that was really hands-on and fun for us. It just so happened that some of the activities that they had aligned with what we were doing in our curriculum, but I just wanted us to be able to get out and have a good time and for the girls to be able to learn something as well. It was the perfect opportunity for us. So go ahead, make you a list of field trips and try to see if you can weave those in with your curriculum. If not, just go and enjoy and have a really good time. And plus, this is the best time to go on field trips because everyone else is in school. This next one I've shown before, but guys, we are a dancing and singing family. So anytime we get an opportunity to dance or sing, we take it. We have regular dance party breaks within our home. Yes, it may sound silly, but it just allows our girls to just be able to let their hair down, and me as well, because we love music. Turn on your favorite child-friendly soundtrack that your children really love to listen to. They get an opportunity to dance and enjoy themselves and listen to some music, and then we hop back into our school. We have a renewed sense of energy. It's taking our mind off of what we were currently doing. Sometimes you get in a rut and you just need that break. That break can only be 2 minutes, but you can make the best out of that 2 minutes and it will revive you for another 45. So remember, take those breaks, especially a dance break or a music break, going outside. Breaks are just awesome all around. Another thing that we do to add fun in our homeschool is simply a free day. That's just it. Nothing on the schedule planned, no activities whatsoever. You just wake up and decide today's a day we're going to take a free day, and you allow your children to explore. This gives you a break, this gives them a break, and it taps into their creativity. They're going to have to find something to do. With us not watching TV during the day, if we take a day off, the girls know that they have plenty of things that they can be doing. There's never a moment where anyone says that they're bored. We have an abundance of activities. It allows them to tap into their creative resources and use what they have around them. If you want to see more about how we're just moving throughout the day, make sure you subscribe and check out some of these videos.